What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division 2 video. In today's video I want to showcase to you guys my updated title update 3 build that I was previously working on before the update for the raid came out, and I made a couple of changes. Some of them are significant, some of them are smaller changes, but I just want to make this video to showcase some of the changes that I did make to this build. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe channel if you guys are new here. And let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so getting right into the build, we're going to start off with our weapons. Now this weapon, I actually just got this new P416 2 days ago before making this video, but for some reason I haven't got another assault rifle that has the Optimus talent like I have on my Vector. Here's my old one right here that has 21.6k. And this one has 22.1k, so it is an increase in terms of just straight up raw damage for weapons. So we got about a 0.06 weapon damage increase from these. I just need to recalibrate the fast hands off of it and put Optimus on it. So other than that, all the talents are the exact same. It still has optimized and it has cannon as well. I would have liked protected reload, but I guess we'll take what we can get. And then moving on to the Vector, this is also another new Vector as well. Same exact talent as before. The only thing that switched is the base damage, and also I did just realize it has Optimist on this now as well, compared to before on my old Vector. It had close and personal. So getting on to the mask, we have the same Providence defense mask as before at 498 gear score, 21.3k armor on it. It still has 20,000 health. All that stuff changed with the scaling in terms of that. With the patch that came out, it has hard hitting on it, which I don't really want. I'm still looking for a new Providence defense mask because I just don't really want this talent on it, because obviously I'm going to be going for a lot of PvP damage and a lot of stuff that's going to be helping in PvP in general and stuff like that, the Dark Zone. And then obviously the one thing that I did change is I did upgrade the skill power, and I did make it a little bit higher. I'm not entirely sure what the max is for the skill power on the specific Providence defense mask. It might be closer to 400 or 500, I'm not 100% sure, but I did upgrade it once, and it is costing a little bit of ceramics that I don't have right now that I've been farming a ton of, but I just don't have enough to recalibrate this again. Also, before we get any further into the video, if you guys are wondering why my voice sounds really nasally or sounds like I'm sick, I don't know if I'm actually legit sick or if my allergies are just really bad. I've just been sneezing, runny nose, stuffy nose, and for some odd reason I have a sore throat now, and it's kind of annoying me. But I just want to get that out of the way so you guys are not wondering why my voice sounds like this or why it's like kind of crackly. So next up is the Fenris Group vest. This is actually a different vest than I had before. Once again, I'm just using this vest for the 10% bonus from the One Piece brand set. It has 19,000 health, 379 skill power, and 5.5 weapon damage. This is actually like the perfect rolls I want. The only thing is that I want armor on this rather than health, because if you guys haven't noticed already, in terms of normalization, for some reason they kind of like switched it. Before it was health that normalized a lot rather than armor, and with this new update it's the other way around, and your armor normalizes really good compared to your health, although both are pretty decent, but definitely you want to spec a little bit more into armor than you want health, because obviously it normalizes better. And then for the talents, it has vital and hardened on it. Next, moving on to the holster, we have the Providence defense at 493 gear score, 27.8k armor. Same one I had before, except for once again I upgraded the health, 33.3k health. Once again, I would have liked armor, but we'll take health, and we have 289 skill power. I am still saving this holster that has devastating. This is pretty much one of the last pieces that I'm missing in terms of that last extra, like 10 to 15% weapon damage. Just haven't gotten a holster in general that has a talent on it, specifically Providence defense holster that has any talent on it. Moving on to the knee pads, we have the Providence defense knee pads at 495 gear score, 27.2k armor, 11.6k armor, which I actually wanted, and then the talent is restorative. Going on to the gloves, we actually have a new pair of gloves on this build. We have the same ones before at Murakami Industries, but the only difference is that it does have the devastating talent on it. Pretty much we traded 2,000 health for a devastating talent, so we got 5% weapon damage increase with the 6% assault rifle damage. I still need to recalibrate that again to get it to the 11.5% or whatever it was, the 10.5% assault rifle damage, so we still got some work to do in terms of the assault rifle damage, but overall we pretty much traded 2,000 health for an extra 5% weapon damage, which is, in my personal opinion, definitely worth it. And lastly, moving on to the backpack, we have the same Guild Guard backpack that we had before, but it is a little bit more upgraded in terms of the armor. I think it was at 11,000 armor before, and now it's at 15,000. But ideally, it would make a huge difference for this build if I could pretty much get the exact same backpack with the exact same rolls with armor, skill power, and the weapon damage as well. But I know this would be really hard to get, but we would want probably On the Ropes and Hardened, or Vital and Hardened. I'd really take either, to be honest, because that would make a huge increase for armor. It'd probably put us near 260,000 armor, something close to that. And then obviously I would want to roll the weapon damage a lot higher as well, closer to 7 or 8% as well. But obviously we've got a ton of these Guild Guard backpacks on my build right now, or on my character right now, but none of them have the talents or the roles that I definitely want or need right now. Also, I did forget to do this in the last video, but I want to show the difference between my regular stats and my normalized PvP stats as well. So right here, this is my normal stats: 247,000 armor, 167,000 health, and 1,715 skill power. And when I change it to the normalized stats, my armor only goes down about 6,000. It's still at 241,000, and my health goes to pretty much 160,000, and it only drops 7,000, which is a little bit more than armor. Like I said, armor scales a bit better in this update than it did previously, and my skill power goes down about 250 to 300, which is pretty significant considering I only have 1,700, but you know, I guess it is a little bit harder to come by in this update, and they kind of swapped it around with the armor and the health. And lastly, moving on to the stats: 22,147 weapon damage, 25% crit hit damage, which I don't care about, 56% headshot damage, and then going on to our offensive percentages, we have 15% weapon handling, 25.5% weapon damage bonuses, 31% assault rifle damage bonus, then we have 29% health damage as well, and pretty much everything else you guys have seen on the build. But I believe I forgot to show this in the last video, and a lot of people were wondering, so I just wanted to remember and throw this in the video so you guys can see my actual stats. I almost forgot to show this, but you guys are probably wondering what mods I'm running. I have a utility system mod, which is 150 extra skill power. On my holster, I have a offensive mod, which is an extra 2.5% weapon damage. My knee pads have another offensive one, which gives me another 2.5% weapon damage. And then on my backpack, I have a defensive and a utility one, so I get 166% skill power and 5,680 armor. So overall for my build right now, I definitely made some increases for the build as of right now, comparing it from the second title update to the update that we're in right now, which is title update 3. There is definitely still a little bit of work to go. In terms of like my count, or whatever you want to call it, 576, I ideally like to get it to 477, so 4 reds, 7 blues, and 7 electronics, or 7 yellow or golds as well, because I do believe on my backpack that I do want to switch out Vital and Efficient and get a whole different backpack, and probably run Hardened and On the Ropes as well, because On the Ropes does require 7 electronics or 7 yellows, and I'm pretty much at that. It just requires me to maybe swap out one different mod for a specific piece of gear, because right now, for all of my pieces of gear that I have right now, everything is at the minimum in terms of attributes with reds. I only have it on everything that is a necessity in terms of weapon damage. So my vest is weapon damage. On my gloves, it's assault rifle damage. And then on my backpack, it's assault rifle damage, or weapon damage, I should say. And then the last 2 reds are from gear mods, or I should say weapon mods on my gear. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much going to about do it for the video. If you guys have any questions or any recommendations specifically for my build on what you guys think I should change, whether or not it's weapon talents, gear talents, or like the order of my 576, anything you guys think that I should or could change to make my build even better, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions about anything on this build, you guys can feel free to throw those down in the comment section below as well. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.